Hi, my name's Tricia Sellers.
And I'm Kelli Hanson.
And together we are working with prevention services here at Bridgehaven. And you know, we kind of work hard to figure out how to describe what we do because we're really all over the place. And when we tried to think of the best way to describe it, we came up with this target visual. And so if our goal is to reduce the number of abortions, it makes sense that we would intervene at that moment of crisis when there's a decision to be made. And so the first place that we encounter a woman in crisis, let's say, or a couple in crisis, and even guys in crisis, is when we can meet with them one-on-one. And we are referred these students from people like the dropout specialist at Metro High School, and
sometimes it's from the administration at a public high school. Other times it's because it's a really young client that's come to us for a pregnancy test, and it just develops into a one-on-one mentoring kind of discipleship relationship.
Sometimes that looks like getting them involved in classes here. Sometimes it looks like meeting them off campus, on their school campus, getting them involved in a Bible study, or sometimes just listening. So that's our one-on-one, and we reach fewer people that way, but you can understand how that really is the most immediate way that we can intervene in a person's life to try to help them. The second area then that we actually get to reach more people, but it's limited. We work with at-risk groups. So Kelli was this featured speaker at FCA this last spring.
In May.
And ended up with a student addressing her afterwards and ended up being one of our one-on-one clients. We're also regularly at CD Plus, which is an initiative of ASAC. These are teenagers that are adjudicated or placed in substance abuse treatment programs. So we're there every other week. Anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, that's ASAC and also Four Oaks. And at another Four Oaks organization, I recently started a girls' middle school Bible study. So that, again, is at-risk groups, but a lot more of an intimate setting and more opportunity for one-on-one relationship.
And one example is we were also at the Four Oaks shelter, DHS shelter, not Four Oaks, DHS Foundation 2 shelter yesterday. We are going to spend the rest of our summer there 3 days a week. And we had one girl there, 13, who made the comment that, you know, if I can get pregnant, that would be kind of a good way to get out of here. So we were able to sit down with her and kind of talk through that. So those are some examples. And then if we want to reach a little bit wider audience here, we go into the community and talk to youth groups. And we also have a group called Veracity. And Veracity is...
Did somebody say veracity?
I said Veracity.
Oh,
I'll let you guys tell.
I'm Maureen. And I'm Ashley. And we're Veracity coordinators. Veracity is our peer-to-peer mentoring group. And we train up high school and college kids to go into middle school classrooms and youth groups to talk about sexual integrity. What is sexual integrity, Ashley?
That is doing what is right behind closed doors with your significant other.
Correct.
What does Veracity mean?
Veracity means devoted to conveying the truth.
Awesome.
So that's what we like to do with these kids, is go out and promote healthy relationships and use accountability.
So a lot of times we'll be able to overlap these services when we go into schools, which is our largest area here. And we'll spend anywhere from 5 to 10 days in the classroom consecutively from grades 4th through sometimes 12th grade, depending on the school system. And one of those days we'll bring in the Veracity students to be there for panel questions or to talk about what it's like to navigate life in high school. Looking at this model in the schools that we're in, the youth groups, the community groups, and the one-on-ones, we reached over 6,500 students the trailing 12 months with the sexual risk avoidance message, which means that, you know, that's impacting their lives now and also their future. We have a couple of prayer requests. One challenge is our local Cedar Rapids schools are tied up with what they call sexual risk reduction curriculum. And we haven't had much success in getting in front of them, and they are not required in high school to take a health or sex ed class in high school. So we'd like you to pray for that opportunity. And one of the ways that that might happen is through some legislation that's going on right now. We need support and prayer for the Title V authorization that's being voted on now, and also for the Healthy Relationships Act is in legislature right now. So if you know your congressman and could ask for support for those two things, that would be great.